What are we watching today, Kayla?
We are watching a video about feeders. This is gonna go over well. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel a little bit bad about this particular video because it involves obesity. Now, personally for me, I've been obese, like not to the point of being morbidly so. I'm just gonna preface this video by saying we are in no way making fun of fat people. We are in no way trying to say that fat people don't deserve love. They absolutely do. Everybody deserves love. We're just saying that this type of love is not good. He's not in love with her for her. He's really just with her for her body. And unfortunately, he's not exactly trying to take care of her in the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not love. It's fetishism.
I think watching a woman eat is erotic.
Philip's turned on by feeding me because when I eat, I gain weight. All right.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, that is a lot of sushi.
That's like meant to be for 4 or 5 people, and she's eating it by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if I don't eat all day and don't eat much like the day before, maybe I could eat that much sushi. I don't think I could eat that much sushi, though.
No, me neither.
I would make myself sick eating that much sushi.
Yeah. Even when I was 70 pounds heavier, I couldn't eat that. Hell, I know big people that couldn't eat that much. Side note, I would like to go to an all-you-can-eat buffet at some point in the next little while. Maybe once restaurants open.
Yeah. Once restaurants reopen.
Yay.
All-you-can-eat buffets. I love all-you-can-eat buffets.
Same.
You imagine where the fat's gonna go, where the curves are gonna go.
He likes me to gain, I like to gain, so it's a perfect match.
I find our feeder-feeding relationship to be erotic, extremely sexy.
Feederism, deriving sexual pleasure from encouraging another to eat, being served large quantities of food, and or gaining weight.
Yeah, this is a total fetish thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it personally, but people with like a foot fetish and, they get aroused by pedicures or something like that, that doesn't harm anybody. Feederism is harmful because it pushes people to be morbidly obese and they die at an earlier age, usually from heart attacks.
Yeah. And before the fat acceptance community says that we're haters and that we just like thin people. No, if somebody was fetishizing somebody looking like a skeleton, we would also tell them that they are fucking wrong.
Yeah, that's... fetishizing, anorexic people is also not right.
And also making sure that people only stay a certain size, even if it's a healthy size or whatever people like to deem as a healthy size. If people say, oh, if you gain or lose weight, I won't be attracted to you. Guess what? That shit happens. You should not be with somebody based on how much weight they gain or lose. It should be based on who they are as a person. One of the biggest red flags that I saw from my ex was when he said to me, I promise I will not gain weight for you. And I was thinking, I don't give a shit whether you do or not.
Maybe he was with a feeder before.
No, he hates people that are big. He hates fat people. He's a fucking gym rat. Emphasis on the rat.
I weigh somewhere over 600 pounds.
I call myself an encourager more than a true feeder.
You're encouraging her to eat more for your own sexual gratification.
You're enabling her addiction to food.
Yeah. There was this one episode of the show called 600 Pound Life where this one woman, she genuinely wanted to lose weight for her and so that she could stay around for her daughter. And she was married to this guy who was a feeder, and once she started losing weight, he just treated her like absolute shit. Like, this is the type of guy that would do something like that.
Wow.
Red flag. If they're judging you based on your weight, no matter what size you are, leave immediately.
That's not right.
It's wrong.
I saw her picture and it was very impressive.
I was leaning over a bed and my belly was just hanging down.
15 months.
I mean, it's better than some people. I mean, there's some people that, go on a blind date and then, get engaged within a few months and then get married all within less than a year.
One of Donna's dreams was to have her own website where fat admirers come to fulfill their feederism fantasies.
I wanted to become a web model so I can show my body and men can have their perfect woman to view. You know, I mean, it's not fair that I take a thing of beauty and hide it away or not show it off.
I will say this, I am glad that she's confident in herself because I feel like more people need to be confident in the way that they are. I do feel like in an age where people are constantly being told you're not good enough, the fact that this person does think that, you know what, I'm perfectly fine. You know, I'm happy for her.
I happen to be her photographer. Of course, I have to bring to the forefront Donna's beauty, Donna's sexiness, Donna's fatness. I can't give Donna to another man to enjoy Donna, but I can give another man a picture of Donna.
How would you feel if another man had a picture of me?
I would not be terribly pleased.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, like, if Kayla was sending nude photos to other people,
No.
I wouldn't be pleased. If there was nude photos taken of Kayla for some sort of business purpose, you know, bathing suit photos or something, and it's, you know, as part of like a modeling thing or whatever, you know, there's a purpose behind it that's not like cheating, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Basically, so long as I'm not sending personalized photographs to people, he's okay with it.
Yeah.
I love her fatness.
Her fatness? What's a ness? He has no words.
I'm his supermodel. I'm perfect to him.
Feedees want to eat. They feel empowered about being large.
That's a meal for like 4 people. You got a gyro, you got a foot-long sub, you got this little salad thing.
It's got like rice peel. Are those egg rolls? Nope. It's shrimp.
It's like a meal to fill a whole family. It's even cut into 4.
Is it bad that now I kind of want one of those large-ass submarine sandwiches? That does look good. I'm not gonna lie.
It does. I mean, that looks like lunch for 2 people.
Yeah. There's no place that Donna feels more validated than in the bedroom.
Good for her.
Donna's body is a fat lover's playground. Okay, smile, relax.
Yeah.
There's just more to work with between the cellulite.
Cellulite? That's not how you pronounce cellulite.
Tomato. I don't know.
No.
That's not the most concerning thing to me.
Okay, let me just try this.
Philip loves my belly, so he needs to have my belly as a center of attention during sex.
There's a crease down the middle, like, of her belly. Like, that's not supposed to exist.
No.
That doesn't exist on people who are, you know, probably less than 500 pounds.
Nope.
We kind of have sex upside down. He uses the headrest or the wall to keep himself in the right position.
Yeah, you need leverage because they're so big up front that if you don't have anything to push off against, you're not gonna, what's the word? Hit the spot, you know?
How do you even, like, what does having sex upside down even mean?
I guess if...
Is that, like, on the back?
I think it's where, like, your head go where the feet go and your feet go where the head go.
Like, standing up, though?
No, like, on the bed. I don't know.
Okay. Hopefully this guy's seriously above average, because otherwise, I don't know how they're having sex.
I don't think it's a big power trip deal for me, but I certainly do enjoy taking care of her.
Taking care of her.
Yeah.
So every morning, Philip and I have breakfast. And, you know, we have eggs, bacon, sausage.
Every morning you have a dozen eggs for breakfast?
Jesus.
And 6 sausages?
Part of me wants to believe that she's sharing that, but I doubt it.
I think the food in itself is probably just a lead-in to what's going to happen after the food is consumed.
Okay, that shower is dirty. That is nasty. Clean your shower.
There's a shower involved every morning. Yes, there is.
The way she said, there's a shower involved every morning. Yes, there is. At least nobody can say that she smells bad, probably.
I get to handle all this fat, this bounty of flesh that I love.
Part of me wonders how comfortable she actually is. I mean, like, Obviously, she says that she feels really, really good about herself, but you can tell that as she walks, she's probably in quite a bit of pain, and she's also having a hard time breathing.
When it comes to dreaming about my weight, really there's no limits. I want to be 1,000 pounds.
What?
You want to be 1,000 pounds? That's no.
No.
I don't think hardly anybody makes it to 1,000 pounds without dying of a heart attack.
Yeah.
I support Donna in her goal of reaching 1,000 pounds.
Of course you do. It's because it turns you on, you sick fuck.
To us, her gain is a source of enormous sexual pleasure.
People who want to maintain a large size, they could be putting themselves at some serious health risks, and you would think that they would be aware of that.
Could be.
Because there's plenty of people that are fearful that they are going to die from their physical condition. But what's interesting is why do they still continue to do it?
Because they have a food addiction and there's usually some sort of trauma involved. Every time I hear a story from somebody who's probably that size, maybe slightly smaller, maybe slightly bigger, usually they have some sort of terrible story that happened to them that caused them to turn to food for comfort. This is why if you tell somebody, oh, just exercise and eat less, it's probably not the best approach because you never know what's going on in somebody's life.
I don't believe that I've taken it to a zone that's unhealthy. My blood pressure's fine, I stay away from salt.
She's putting in a shit ton of bacon and sausages.
You say that you're staying away from salt, and yet right on the screen is like 2 pounds of bacon, a dozen different sausages. We saw you eating potato chips earlier, and we saw you eating gyro, and, you know, a ton of other things that have a lot of salt in them. So I don't think she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, I think, like, she was trying to lie and be like, oh, no, I wasn't. But then the editor's like, oh, really? Well, what's this? Fun fact, salt is not only the stuff that's on the table.
Donna and I discussed the idea of immobility, and immobility is a huge turn on.
Of course it is. Of course it is. And yet you're taking care of her. This man does not love her. I'm just putting it bluntly. He does not love her.
The ultimate goal of feeder relationships is becoming disabled. That's not healthy. It's not healthy to be so fat that you can't move. That's crippling disability.
Yeah.
It's not healthy to want to be disabled.
No.
The thought of being completely dependent on somebody is just totally awesome to me.
I'm starting to wonder if maybe she disagrees with the idea of being immobile and maybe she does want to lose weight, but maybe she's just so enamored with this guy that she's just going along with everything that he's saying because she doesn't want to lose him. Like, there are people of any shape and size that would do anything for somebody that they're attracted to, even if it's detrimental to them.
You want to be so disabled that you can't fucking move or do anything? That's perverse. It's not healthy. You know, that's totally insane.
That's how you know that this is more about power than actual care for the person.
That's kind of sadistic.
Mm-hmm.
And masochistic.
What is she getting from the shelf? What is that?
Some sort of spice.
Probably spice that has salt in it.
The thought of having fewer responsibilities and doing less makes me feel great. It's my dream.
We all would like to have less responsibilities, but we don't put ourselves in dangerous situations to do so. Notice how he says he loves her size or fatness. It never says he loves her. This is not a relationship, but some incredibly messed up fetish. This is what we've been saying!
Yeah.
Thank you, vengeful camel.
When she dies of a heart attack, he will have a new fat girl in 24 hours. He doesn't love her. She's an object to him.
Plot twist. He's secretly a serial killer and has found the perfect way to get away with it in this society.
It's kind of psycho to want somebody to be so fat that they can't, do anything. It is sadistic.
This COVID-19 lockdown has me looking at messed up things. Yeah, same. For the record, we don't have anything against fat people. We do believe that fat people are worthy of love just as anybody else. We just feel that this is not a healthy relationship. This is not love. This is a fucking fetish. And I seriously hope that she's out of that relationship and doing better and hopefully trying to get her health under control.
Yeah, he did not say that he loved her at any point in that video. He just said he loved her fatness.
Yeah, you can tell that this is just a way to get his rocks off, and that's very sad to me.
It's creepy as fuck.
Basically, don't fetishize somebody for their body. You should love them for who they are as a person. And if they gain or lose weight or whatever, you should love them no matter what. But if you're only with somebody because of how much they weigh, whether it's because they're bigger or because they're small as hell, that's not good.
No.
No.
That's... You fucked up my take, Kayla.